Yeah, no, you're perfect. Just how you are. Perfect. And then stay like that, hold hands, whatever you're comfortable. Wait till Em gets the train off left out. It's okay. Good end. Good afternoon. Welcome. My name is Rudy Nyman. I'm a friend of Colin and Katie's. On behalf of both families, I would like to thank you for being a part of this special celebration. Courtney Nyman, a friend of Colin and Katie's, will now provide a reading from 1 Corinthians.
Bible reading is taken from 1 Corinthians chapter 13. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres.
Thank you, Courtney. Our second reading, What is Love?, will be provided by Sydney Buss, also a friend of Colin and Katie's.
The next reading is called What is Love? Sooner or later, we begin to understand that love is more than verses on Valentine's and romance in the movies. We begin to know that love is here and now, real and true, the most important thing in our lives. For love is the creator of our favorite memories and the foundation of our fondest dreams. Love is a promise that is always kept, a fortune that can never be spent, a seed that can flourish in even the most unlikely of places. And this radiance that never fades, this mysterious and magical joy, is the greatest treasure of all, one known only by those who love.
Thank you, Sydney. Colin and Katie, your day has arrived. Not even COVID and mask wearing could stop you from walking down the aisle. Your love, strength, and perseverance have brought you here today, and it will carry you through a long and prosperous marriage. Love. It's the force that brings us all here today. In fact, love is the force behind much of what we do every day. Whether making a meal for our family, taking time to teach our children, or lending a listening ear to a friend, even in the mundane, commonplace routines, love is always a reason. We are all here to support you on your first day as husband and wife. Colin and Katie, as you go into married life, remember the reason. The reason you get up each morning, get ready, do your best in the world, and look forward to coming home. Remember the reason you sacrifice, the reason you give, and the reason you laugh. The reason you are legally becoming a family. Colin, let Katie represent love. And Katie, let Colin represent love. This mutual love stays strong as long as you both invest and cherish it. This love is alive. It is active, dynamic, and powerful. Cling to it during good times and bad. All marriages have ups and downs. If you make a habit of returning to your reason, you will find the strength to choose each other in every moment, in every place, and at all times. A strong and lasting marriage is built on love, trust, and respect. Colin and Katie, to truly love, you must both enter your life together with vulnerability. To truly trust, you must, in good faith, allow for freedom and autonomy. To truly respect, you must consciously treat your partner with reverence. Cherish one another. Never stop doing the small things that convey respect and trust. Hold doors, write notes, listen, that's for you, Colin, and strive to understand. Let kindness and tenderness be the rule, not the exception. Remember that you are both on the same team. Together, you will build a life and forge a bond that is greater than the sum of its parts. Colin, I've known you since you were an 8-year-old Mike hockey player. I've had the privilege of watching you grow and find you, find you the man you are today. That was the hard part. Katie, when you came into Colin's life 5 years ago, we soon became friends. It seems like we've known each other much longer than that. It's probably due to all the Packer games at the Engelberts and maybe the worldwide travel that you, Colin, and I have shared with me and my family. Most of you may know or may not know, Colin and Katie first met on the campus of UW Oshkosh. It was during an 8 a.m. ballet class. Katie was the instructor, Colin the student. Colin showed up for class looking a little rough around the edges, wearing his best pair of cut-off sweatpants. Unfortunately for Katie that morning, she was having a little trouble with a nagging cough. Even though he wasn't looking like her knight in shining armor, Colin came to her rescue. He offered her a cough drop. As you know, Colin's got a big heart. So let's go back to that belay class. For those of you who don't know the term belay, a belay is a critically safe component of a rock climbing and rappelling tandem. If the belay fails at his job or her job, tragedy can ensue for the rappeller. Katie, Colin's presence here today proves you're a great teacher then, just as you are now. Colin, you knew you were in good hands with Katie as your instructor. Colin gave Katie his trust during that class. A little while later, Katie turned around and showed Colin the compassion she is known for. During 2015, Colin had ACL surgery. He tore his ACL. He wasn't doing too well. Colin's a lot like his dad. It's hard to keep him down for very long. So, with an umbrella as a cane, Colin headed to class in a driving rainstorm. It didn't take Colin long to realize that that umbrella should be over his head and not being used as a cane. Luckily for him, Katie drove by in her car, recognized a soaking wet Colin for her belay class cough drop provider. She knew she couldn't let him continue to try to struggle to class, watching him flounder with his umbrella, so she picked him up and drove him there instead. That was lucky for you. This encounter led to their first formal date, a dinner at Culver's. Apparently, Colin thinks a Butterburger is a way to the girl's heart. But as the saying goes, the rest is history. The last thing I want to share about our special couple prior to them sharing vows is something I just recently learned through a confession by Katie. Some of you know that I'm a retired police captain. Because of my position as a police officer, I thought I had an influence on Colin and Katie being law-abiding citizens. Apparently, I was wrong. During a wedding planning meeting, Katie revealed that she and Colin were engaged in a conspiracy during college. If you've ever commuted to college, you know parking is at a premium. And the parking spots that are available usually require a lengthy walk to your classroom. To overcome this hurdle, Colin and Katie came up with a plan to share Colin's handicap parking permit that he got during his ACL recovery. Nothing like thinking outside the box to get that all-important parking space for the dreaded 8 a.m. class. So it's apparent that Captain Nyman's influence didn't go very far with either of them. Let's hope Minister Nyman's words today have a more profound effect. In all seriousness, Colin and Katie, I'm extremely honored that you've asked me to officiate your wedding. You're both special individuals. Let's now make you a special couple with the exchanging of wedding vows and rings. Turn to each other. Hold hands. Colin, please repeat after me. I, Colin, take you, Katie,
I, Colin, take you, Katie,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to live with you
to live with you
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
to love and cherish you
to love and cherish you.
so long as we both shall live.
Say
So
that.
long as we both shall live.
So long as we both shall live.
I lied. I said they were all 4 words or under. That one's Katie, please repeat after me. I, Katie, take you, Colin,
I can take you, Colin,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to live with you
to live with you
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
to love and cherish you
to love and cherish you
so long as we both shall live.
so long as we both shall live.
Colin and Katie will now exchange rings. Their wedding promises are sealed with the ring exchange. The exchanging of rings symbolizes their desire to be faithful to one another. The circular shape of the ring evokes their wedding commitment to one another. Colin, please place Katie's ring on her finger. That's good. You don't have to go all the way. Colin, repeat after me. Katie, this ring
Katie, this ring
is a symbol of
is a symbol of
my love and devotion
my love and devotion
to you.
to you.
Katie, repeat after me. Colin, this ring
Colin, this ring,
is a symbol of
a symbol of
my love and devotion
my love and devotion
to you.
to you.
Turn towards me. Therefore, by virtue of the authority invested in me, and I pronounce you husband and wife, you may kiss your bride. We're now going to take a moment to step over to the podium and we're going to sign the marriage license. So Brett, Emily, Colin, and Katie, let's go over here. Could everyone who is able please stand for the Lord's Prayer and continue standing till the conclusion. Our Father, who art in heaven,
Hallowed be thy name.
thy
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Due to COVID, there will be no receiving line. Instead, Colin and Katie will greet you at the reception. We'll also have 2 bars. We'll have an outdoor bar for those who feel comfortable with that, and the indoor bar at your service. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present for the first time the newly married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Colin and Katie Engelbert. Wait till they're all the way up. Go for it.
I see